Hi, good to see you again. It's Graham Martin and this is The Recruitment Show. Seamless plug from Orchard Recruitment and Heroes. If we had a big budget, we'd have something really fancy on the whiteboard behind, but you know, not now. Maybe next year. Anyway, this week I've been thinking about our friend, or not, David Cameron. Ignoring your political persuasion for a moment, I really do think I'd like to sit down with Mr. Cameron and say, what were you thinking about over the last week or so when this whole thing broke with the News of the World and about Andy Coulson's involvement, the fact that he'd hired Andy Coulson previously, when a lot of other people had said to him, don't hire him, this will come and bite you, Mr. Cameron, and he ignored their advice. Now, we'll make mistakes, but surely now is the time for Cameron to put his hand up and say, you know what, I got it wrong. We'll make mistakes, but trying to ignore it and gloss over it makes you no friends at all. In fact, Jack Welch, who was the previous chief executive of General Electric, one of the world's biggest firms with a huge amount of resources, said that if you get it right when you hire, if you get it right more than 50% of the time, you're doing really, really well. He reckoned that most organisations get it right 1 in 3 times. So, food for thought. If you get it wrong, put your hand up. Be upfront, tell your public, tell your shareholders, tell your colleagues that you make a mistake. Don't gloss over it. So, what are we talking about this week? In recruitment terms, I'd like to talk to you about a great vacancy. Now, how's this for Colston Newcastle? We at Orchard Recruitment are hiring for another recruitment firm. Now, they're not exactly competitors of ours, but we know them really well. We've done a lot of recruitment for them over the last 10 years. So they're looking for the kind of people that I hire. Now, they will pay between £20,000 and £25,000, including bonuses and commissions. It's a very, very specific niche market recruitment firm. I'm not going to tell you who they are in case you ring them direct. You have to come to us. But they're looking for somebody who's got 6 to 12 months experience in recruitment. It's a niche. They work very, very hard, and a lot of the work you'll be doing is resourcing candidates, so mining CV databases, going through the internet, networking, using LinkedIn. They're a solid company, air-conditioned offices, beautiful location, free parking, and 22 days holiday to start. So if you want to know more about that vacancy, talk to Nicole. That's nicole@orchardjobs.com on 0208 366 9014. So apply to Nicole, she'll tell you more about that. Now I want to talk to you about a terrific candidate. This is a guy called Simon who's got over 30 years experience in credit control. He started as a credit controller, worked his way through, he's managed teams of people, and he's a member of the Chartered Institute of Credit Managers. Now, this guy has got a very impressive track record. At one point, he brought in over £5 million worth of debt within a month period. It was a record within that organisation. He's available now due to redundancy, and he's looking for £20,000 to £25,000. He's based in Chestnut, and he will travel a mile each way every day. So really from Chestnut you can go as far as perhaps Cambridge, over into Essex, Thaden Boys, maybe Chelmsford, Colchester, down into North London, and over a bit further into Hatfield and Stevenage and so forth. So if you're interested in talking to us about Simon, great value for money, credit controller, you can call Imran on 0208 366 9014. So top tips this week. For clients and candidates, it's the same theme. It's about preparation. The number of times that I've heard candidates, they've called us after the interview and they've said, I turned up for the interview, number one, I was kept waiting for 30 minutes, and number two, the interviewer sat down and said, so, why are you here? They hadn't even read the CV. Now, number one, it's very, very rude, but imagine how inefficient that is. That might be a brilliant candidate that the client is about to interview who won't want to work there purely because he thinks the company isn't well prepared. Not only that, but the client, the interviewer, isn't going to get the best out of the interview process. So from a client point of view, prepare in advance. You don't have to drive yourself crazy, but just know who you're seeing and let people on reception know that they're going to be coming in for an interview. As far as candidates is concerned, well, again, preparation has got to be the theme. Look at the website, do your research, consider in advance what kind of questions your interviewer is going to be asking you. Do some role plays with friends and members of the family. In fact, we've got another website called therecruitmentguy.com, and if you look on there, there's a huge number of videos, in the region of about 40 videos, with tips and hints for employers and people looking for work, and you can find out a lot more about preparation on there. And if you want to know more, you can always email me direct It's graham@orchardjobs.com. Happy to give you anything to do with preparation, even if you're not applying for a job through our organisation. So last off, the book reviews seem to go down very well. Last time we reviewed Hunting the Hunt for Talent Wars through Bruce Tolkien. Well, this time it's Getting Things Done by a guy called David Allen. Now, if you're my age, you're thinking of an Irish comedian with one of his fingers cut off halfway. But this is a brilliant guy, and for my money, this is one of the best self-management tools that you can actually invest in today. Forget about the whole concept of time management. Time management will drip through your fingers. We've all got 24 hours, they all go, and tomorrow we get another 24. But this, for my money, is one of the best books. It's not a difficult read. I'm not trying to be condescending, but it's easy to get your head around. But there's some tips you can use from day one. So whether you're starting out in your career, whether you're a student, or whether you're a director or an owner of a business, it's a good read. Getting Things Done by David Allen. It's available on Amazon for, I don't know, a couple of pounds second hand. Good investment. So that's it. That's the end of this week's episode. I'll see you in a couple of weeks, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. Bye for now.